Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? So we are pretty lucky to be getting so many different types of animes from different places, but this is one show I haven't even kept up with, and when it first came out, I saw it and there are some things that kind of like pushed me away from it, but at the same time, I didn't really care for the animation of the monsters. I more or less wanted to just know if the story was good and if there was any reason to actually watch it, which after watching the first two episodes, I was already pretty hooked on just the story alone. So let's get into it. This show pretty much kicks off with our main character being dealt one of the worst hands possible by not only being betrayed by his former comrades, but then finding out that once they actually, betrayed him or whatever, or like not betray, he didn't find out that they betrayed him like a little bit later on once he was like on the run and about to be destroyed. But once he learns about this, no one else seemingly was in a position to see, like this guy pretty much being happy that, this kid is being taken out, that he's going to be gone forever practically. So not only did they not like give us any hints that they saw that Trunks is just phasing through stuff. What do you mean? Um, it now gives us the understanding of just like these people who have been grinding ever since the first day that he fell down have been grinding and just working on themselves while at the same time the man who, has surpassed way past any levels that the people up top have ever reached, which the furthest they've ever gotten was back where they left off and left this guy, and then they finally just now get back down to it to fight the behemoth again this week's episode and actually take it out, which was pretty hype to be fair to like see people who ran away like some cowards and didn't even care about their person that fell down and died, and then to come back and actually win without that person, not to mention without losing anybody, which was pretty big for them. So they the knight guy, the guy with all the armor, who was pretty much the paladin slash like warrior. I don't know what his class actually is. The way that they make him fight and stuff, you would think that he would just be probably a warrior, but um, they probably call him a paladin. I'm not sure, but regardless of that, he was level 50, and I'm guessing everybody kind of scales off of him. Like everybody's levels probably either lower or maybe there's someone one level higher because of the training, because of him noticing other people were training just as hard as him, if not harder. It wouldn't be surprising if someone had gone out of their way to do some more training that maybe he was too busy focusing on skill mastery and stuff. So I love that aspect of this show is how much detail they put into the main character who fell down the hole, pretty much found this crystal that he had to make drink. He made like a multiple, it's like an elixir pretty much. Like it's like a healing potion that regardless of, the things that he's doing to himself, it can repair him be ridiculously. So it's like the best healing you can ever find ever. And even it's not like supposedly if it's holy, it doesn't make sense that the vampire girl would be able to drink it unless the only reason why she could drink it was because her body, like she was telling us when we first met her, is unique and it like repairs so quickly that maybe the holy stuff that's in it that should be like hurting her would still like she would just heal after it hurts her or something like that. I'm not sure, man. It just seemed weird. It seemed really weird. Um, but yeah, the drink is the real thing that gave him the opportunity to even be able to eat the monsters because once he ate his first monster, it started burning the crap out of him. So now he's in a position to pretty much eat anything as long as he has that elixir to kind of like wash it down and to heal the overall like burning sensation and stuff like that. I think that's really the only real reason he can even eat these things. So not only is he eating these things and gaining their abilities, he is practically now mastering them even further than what he saw the monsters capable of doing. For instance, after he gets bodied in last week's episode and gets absolutely destroyed by this like other version of this dragon head that wasn't even showing up, it just shows up at the last possible second of it losing all of its other heads. Um, but then we get to see just like how ridiculous our character could become. He fuses the ability of Blink, the ability where he was teleporting and stuff like that. He fuses it into walking. So instead of happening to like activate it and then kick off or just teleport for that 1 second, he's always in that mode because it's incorporated with just his normal walk speed practically. So not only has he reached new monster skills that are ridiculously dope, he also now has monster abilities that are being blended into further abilities that will help him down the line. The girl that he's with is a special She's a vampire on top of being uh, magically powerful and capable of manipulating mana. She also has the ability to suck blood to pretty much be able to attack and do stronger things. So I'm in the position of now to just enjoy this show, watch these guys go through some more labyrinths. We got a episode 5.5, but it was just a recap of everything that already had taken place, which was kind of lame, but I guess that's okay. I mean, there's only 5 episodes, and they literally showed all 5 of them in that week's or this week's 5.5, so that sucked for people who wanted to see episode 6. But at least at the end of it, they show us a little tidbit of the rabbit, the worthless rabbit that we're going to be seeing, and whatever she brings to the table. But overall, I think this is a really good story. Like it's an amazing plot. I actually feel so bad for this guy. He lost his arm in the beginning of the story. He's finally getting something to replace that arm with a relic that should be able to do some crazy stuff. But the other thing is, he lost his eye in this last battle and now has a magic crystal in the slot hole of his eye. So it's just one thing after another. Not to mention him drinking this stuff feels like that could be also something bad for him at the end of the time. Like doesn't seem like even the vampire was asking like, are you human? How are you eating these monsters? How are you doing this and that? And then to see her, capable of drinking the elixirs too, or the crystal that he was formed into liquid, it's getting really, really interesting. Now we're going to go see some new labyrinths after a 2 month little break of them making relics and stuff like that. So they must be ridiculously powerful with these relics that they created, or at least have more ways of battling, like with the railgun that he had only one shot with. So can't wait to see what you guys are thinking of this show, or if you dropped it, if you've been watching it since it came out and you're mad at me for not recording it. Since it came out, I apologize, but let's get into it now. So, with all that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I definitely will talk to you guys in the next one. So, stay tuned. I'll be dropping one show later on in the day, so I hope you guys are excited to get 3 episodes on a Thursday. I mean, 3 reviews on a Thursday. Like, holy crap, that's unheard of. So, with all that being said, I'll talk to you later. Peace.